Hello, and welcome. My name is MiniBetrayal, and this is Satisfactory. And we are standing here at the top of our radar tower, which is very, very high up. Yeah, we can pretty much see everything from here. We've got all our iron production down there. We've got coal over there. We can just about see the steel. If I zoom right in, we can see that's the steel over there. And then let's see, I don't think we can see the oil from here. Actually, that's Caterium over there. Let's see, where would oil be coming from? Oil would be coming from somewhere in that direction, I think. So if buttons, that button, then that button, there we go. So if I look in the direction of the tractor, I should be able to see it. So where is the tractor? Where is the tractor? Radar, Caterium, copper, uranium, quartz. Do I not have the tractor on the compass anymore? Let's see, it's northwest from where I am. Yeah, it should be over there somewhere. Anyway, so today we are going to work on some more of the oil fractions. Now, before I get started, a quick announcement. I have recently made a Patreon account and launched it. Not so much because I expect anyone to actually donate at this point, although if you do, I will be unendingly grateful. It's mostly that, of course, if you know about it, anyway, Patreon has recently changed their terms of service so that anyone who launches their Patreon after a certain date has a greater percentage of their donations taken by Patreon. So I just made sure to launch it a little bit before that, so if and when I become popular enough in the future, I just get that extra 0.5% or whatever it is. So yeah, there'll be a link in the description to that. I do have reward tiers and such, and I will do my best to honour them. In the meantime, let's go and see what we can do about plastic. And down we go. Let's pretend that never happened. Okay, so at the moment I have two oil refineries turning crude oil into plastic. And I've actually completely filled up a thing there of plastic. So what I'm thinking is, let's see, I feel as though I'm missing one. It looks as though there should be one here. Can I build an oil refinery? What am I missing? Heavy modular frames and steel pipes. Tell you what, let's just get rid of that. Can I fit one in here? I'll have to get rid of that power pole. And oil refinery. Oh. Why can I not afford... I just deleted one. Why can't I afford one? That's odd. Okay. What do I need to make a heavy modular frame? I need encased industrial beams. Okay, tell you what, let's... So if I do that, yeah, that only gave me 2 heavy modular frames. Let's get rid of everything here. I'm going to redo this whole section, I think. Okay, so I've just hopped across to my motor production. And what I'm thinking here is, of course, I'm not using motors for anything at the moment. So what I could do, if I... So this second machine here that makes stators, I can sort of strip that out and instead use the steel beams to make encased industrial beams. And I think that is a limestone deposit right there. Yes. So we've got the limestone, we need to make the concrete for it. So let's concentrate on getting a bit more steel production first. Okay, so do I have enough space in my inventory? No, I do not. Let me just pop down here. I will build myself a personal storage box. And I'll just throw in a bunch of stuff I don't actually need at the moment. That should do for now. How do I get back up? Okay, so what I've got here, I've got iron, coal, and copper coming in. What I'm going to do, I'm going to change, so I'm going to actually leave iron and coal here, and then this one I'm going to bring the limestone in, and then from that we can make some industrial beams. Sounds like a plan, except I'm still holding far too much stuff. Okay, so this is what I have built. So what we've got here, as I said, we've got the coal and the iron coming in from where they were, and a new limestone coming in from there. The coal and the iron feed into the foundry there, which makes me some steel ingots. The limestone goes straight into a constructor, which makes me concrete. Now, the steel ingots are split 3 ways. 2 of them go into constructors that make steel pipes, and the 3rd one goes into ones that make steel beams. The steel beams are just directly stored, and then the steel pipes and the concrete go into another constructor, which is making encased industrial beams via an alternate recipe, which works out just a fraction more efficient. It works out, instead of 40, something like 48 steel ingots per minute, I just need 36 steel ingots per minute. And I have, where am I facing? Over here. I have overclocked some of these to the relevant amounts just to make exactly what I need. So 18 and 18 give me the 36 I need. So running at 100% efficiency, 78% efficiency. I suppose it hasn't like fully backed up yet or something. I don't know. But it should work out. Anyway, so we're building up some steel beams and some encased industrial beams. Okay, now we've got some encased industrial beams. Let's go and work on the oil. Okay, so I have done a little bit of work. So we have here 3 oil refineries, and if we zoom in, we can see that the middle one is making plastic, this one is making fuel, and this one is making rubber. Now, I could put more of those machines in, but since the rebalance, it's getting quite expensive to make them, and I wanted to do some other things, so I did some other things. That's not zooming in. That's what I wanted to do, I think. So, what we have here is a manufacturer, is that what it's called? Yeah. A middle one, an assembler, and 2 constructors. And what I want to make is a computer. So, computers need 4 things: circuit boards, cables, plastic, and screws. So plastic I can bring straight in from this thing over here. At the moment it's just going into storage, which is fine. So if I just put down a splitter there, oops, I can just bring this one around the edge. Is that going to... why? Oh, I can't afford it. I have no plates on me. Be right back. Right, where were we? Conveyor belt around here. I think I can squeeze between them. Excellent. And then this just needs to do a little bit of a shimmy to go in there. And that will provide the computer manufacturing thing. We can actually see inside this. I haven't looked in there. That will provide it with plastic. The next thing I want to provide it with is the circuit boards. Now, circuit boards, that's what this assembler is for. They are made from also plastic, which is why I put the splitter in there, so I can do that. And wire, which is what this constructor is for. It's as yet is unpowered. But over here, I've got a little copper ingot set up, which is just coming from a deposit, which I found not too far away. So if I pipe that into... Let's make it a little bit neater at least. So that wants to come to about there. Oh, what's wrong? That is because that merger is the wrong way around. It's coming out of there, apparently. Yeah, sure. Okay, that works. So now we're getting copper ingots into here, which is making wire. And then the wire, I want a splitter. That's not a splitter. That's a splitter. I want a splitter there. And that's going to feed like that. So he's getting the wire now. Or she. I don't particularly want to gender my machines here. Okay, so let's power some of these up. So that one's powered. And that one is powered. So now we should be making... Whoop, eventually, at least. We should be making circuit boards. Now, this is not by any means working at full speed. This is going to be very slow, but no, I can deal with that. Okay, we'll just make sure that at least the first one works. Okay, 10, 11, 12, and we're making a circuit board. And then, of course, that circuit board, oop, don't jump too far, wants to go in there. That looks like more than one circuit board, but okay. And oh, we haven't powered that yet. That's all right. We'll power it in a second. So it should just wait in there. It's a little bit dark. I don't even know if you can see that on YouTube, but it is sitting there waiting on the belt. Okay. The next thing we need is cable. So you'll notice that I put a splitter here after the wire constructor. So I can send the rest of the wire into this constructor, which is making cable, which of course I also need to power. So you can take it from there. That should work. Now you're making cable, and then that one can feed straight into there. Excellent. In fact, I think I will power this manufacturer now. Just before I run out of wire connections. Okay, so they're all running in. Excellent. It's going to take forever. But the last thing we need is screws. So what I've decided to do with that, we have heaps of screw production over here. Most of which is not being used at the moment, because this machine, I did actually empty it of reinforced iron plates, but this was backed up, and this machine here is also backed up of rotors. So what I've done is I have pinched, I've put a splitter there. In fact, what I might do, just to even things out a bit, can I put a splitter there as well? Why not? And then if I put a merger on this line, will it let me... Now I need a Mark II for this. Will it let me go from there into there? Clipping, but I'll deal with it. Okay, so anyway, we've got screws. They come down here. They come down here, around here towards where the copper was going, and then I've just stopped the belt because I didn't know as yet where I wanted it to go. but I think I will put it... where's the belt? There. And this one is a Mark II coming in. I don't know if I actually need it to be a Mark II. It's unlikely. I will bring that back down and then I'll send it in there. And then we should start making computers. Yeah, we only... yeah, so it's 60 screws we need, but we only need... we need 112.5 per minute. Because these take quite a long time to make. But it is more than... yeah, so... if everything else was running at full speed, then yes, I would need a Mark II belt. But it isn't, and I don't. So yeah, it is just the screws we're waiting on. So let's... it's a bit dark in there. See if I... yeah, just somewhere to stand so I can see what it looks like when the thing turns on. 4, 3, 2, 1. That's significantly underwhelming. Oh well. But now we are making computers. So I think if I hop back over to my thingy machine, the hub, that's the one. Let me remind ourselves what we need for the milestones. Computers, which we've got motors which we can make easily enough, and heavy modular frames, which requires modular frames, steel pipes, reinforced steel beams, and screws. So I'll have to think about where I want to make that, but we are making all of those things. Actually, technically speaking, we're not making steel pipes. At least not as an end product. But we will have to see how that goes. Anyway, there was one more thing I wanted to do this episode. I want to see if I can build an explorer. I see a doggo! Berries. Here, boy. You want some of these? Yes. And then while he's eating them, pet him. Yes! I've got a dog! Oh, about time. Now have my berries back. Good boy. It's all I ever wanted in life. I never even realised he had 4 eyes. Good boy. Ah. Anyway, yes, I just went on a little journey to... Is he coming? Yes. I went on a little journey to get some quartz for the crystal oscillators. I still am short on a little bit of steel, I think it was, for the heavy modular frames. Is he still coming? Apparently not. I'm sure I will bump into him one day. Anyway, yes, what was I saying? A little bit short on steel for heavy modular frames, so I can make the Explorer. So that, I think, is the last thing I need. At least I think it was steel. No, that's the one I want. Heavy modular frames, yeah, that's what I'm short on. What do they need? Steel pipes? Encased beams? Something? I think it's steel pipes that I was short on. So, just temporarily I changed the constructor that we earlier made to make steel beams. I changed that to make steel pipes instead. then I went to get quartz. So should have plenty stocked up. Just need to go and pick them up. And then I should be able to make the modular frames, or the heavy modular frames. And then I should be able to make the Explorer. So we'll grab them, or as many of them as we can. Heavy modular frames. Screws. Of course, screws. These use screws, don't they? Or something over here does. I don't need that. I will pinch them. That should be enough screws. And it's 5 of these I need. 3, 4, 5. Get rid of that. Then I can turn this machine back to making beams. And it doesn't need to be running at double speed anymore. There we go. Oh, and now I've got stuff on me that isn't. Too difficult. Too difficult. Right. Why do I have copper ore on me? Why do I have leaves on me? Alien organs, I don't need them. Wood, I don't need that. Okay, can I pick up all of the pipes out of there now? Yes. Okay. Right, so let's find a little bit of empty ground. Here we go. And build an Explorer. Okay, so we need to fuel it first. E to open workbench. Now I've got a little bit of fuel right here, and it comes with the craft bench, as do the other vehicles. Okay, let's drive it. Now this thing goes considerably faster than the other vehicles, is almost as difficult to control as the other vehicles, but it's better about not getting stuck on. Better about not getting stuck on things like rocks and such. So, oops, forgot about the poison. Let's not do that. There we go. Can I get up that? Oh, come on, I can get. Oh, I've run out of fuel, that's why. The fuel was kind of terrible. I expected it to last longer. I know I only put 4 in there. But still. Alright. Luckily, I have one of these. Right, here's one I made earlier. So, let me grab 2 stacks of that. Run back and get it. And then next episode, I want to do a bit of exploring. So we're just going to take this, we're going to pick a direction, and we're going to go. Okay, so I'll put that in there and that in there, and no, this time I want to drive it. There we go. Now can I get up there? Still no. Fine. Let's see, does this have... Oh yeah, apparently, I don't know why you would want it, but apparently this has autopilot as well. I suppose you could use this as a truck. It would be faster. Actually, I think this has the same number of slots as the tractor. So you could use this as a faster tractor. So yeah. Actually, I'm going to take a bit more fuel because I don't know how long I'm going to be away. No, that's not the button I wanted. Workbench. Okay. So I will gather some materials and I'll just lump them in there. So that kind of just increases our carrying capacity, our inventory. I'll sort out my inventory as well, because it's looking rather messy at the moment. And then next episode we'll move on with a little bit of exploration. In the meantime, I will say thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again soon.